Hey Carey.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Hi.
Just wanted to ask you about this film, and in particular how you felt approaching a Thomas Hardy adaptation. Did you try and stick very closely to the original, or what modern sensibilities did you bring to it?
The original as in the novel?
The novel, sorry, yes.
The novel, yes, we did, definitely. Yeah, the novel was sort of our Bible on set, and we referenced it a lot. And I was constantly trying to force lots of the original dialogue into the film, and I think what David did brilliantly was mix original dialogue from the book with a way of making it relatable to a modern audience. So it has a sort of relaxed quality, but it means that you're not inaccessible to a modern audience.
The character Bathsheba, she feels so modern in a way. So was that something that really kind of drove you towards the character, and when you read it, really made you want to play her?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's amazing that Thomas Hardy was able to write a character like that more than 150 years ago in Victorian Britain, when women just didn't behave like that. And that he was able to write her really honestly. She feels real, and there's, the detail, and, there's many passages in the book where the narrator sort of dives inside her mind, and it feels really, really honest and real about how a woman would really behave. So, it was a massive draw. And also, to start a costume drama, a story like this, with a woman turning down a proposal of marriage, is just so amazing.
That brings
Matthias, he's gorgeous. Why would you?
That brings us on to Suffragette, which we've just seen the trailer for. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's the story of the women's rights movement in England and the fight of the militant suffragettes. And it's a fictional story based on true events. So it's all based on true events that happened around pre-sort of 1913, when Emily Wilding Davison fell in front of the horse at the King's Derby. So there's real life characters like Emmeline Pankhurst, who's played by Meryl Streep, and also Emily Wilding Davison. But then there's a sort of fictional group of women in Bethnal Green who were real, who we play, me and Helena Bonham Carter and Anne-Marie Duff, who are sort of involved in the fight for women's rights.
And finally, what do you really hope that an audience will take away with them after seeing Far From the Madding Crowd?
My agent, who's amazing, walked out and she called me and she said, sort of frighted. She said, "Darling, it just makes you want to have a large man put his arms around you, and I want that coat." And I thought, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But no, I mean, it's a great story. She's a modern, independent woman, and I think, there's such a sort of hunger to see really strong women on screen at the moment, and I think there's such a lack of it. So I think, for young women and, women of all ages and men, I think it's exciting to see a woman who sort of knows her own stuff.
Absolutely. Well, huge congratulations. I loved it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!